I'm so excited to be sharing this journey with you guys. I am about to embark on a 21-day journey, and I really wanted to share with you guys why I'm doing it and then go over every single thing I do over the next 21 days to give you guys an idea of how it's going to impact my life to see if it's something that would work for you. I'm pretty confident this is going to be a game changer for me, and I definitely want to document that so you guys can hopefully let it change your life the way that it's going to change mine. So if you don't know about my background, about my story, and why I really want to do this, it started really in about 6th grade, and I all of a sudden started getting the worst eczema, like so bad, you guys. I would get it like on my eyelids and around my lips and on my hands, and I would cry and cry and cry and beg my mom not to make me go to school. She'd make me go anyways. I would go to school and I would like sit like this on my desk so no one would see me. And as I grew up, I just kind of dealt with it. I was embarrassed. I tried not to show it in pictures, tried to use makeup to cover it up, and it really got to the point where it was stressing me out. And if you guys don't know anything about stress is like one of the biggest things that wreaks havoc on our body. So that only continued to make it worse. And I went to doctor after doctor. I went to dermatologists, and they all told me the same thing. They said, hey, like, you just have to use this steroid cream that you're only supposed to use 3 days out of the month. And I'm like, what about the other like 27 days out of the month, right? And so it's such a stressful place to be. And come Christmas 2016, I had my whole family here, my fiance's whole family here, and I literally remember waking up one morning and I was in so much pain. Like, my eczema had gotten so bad, it looked like a cat attacked me. Like, I was literally bleeding all over my arms, all over my legs. And I just remember sitting there on the floor crying, like in so much pain. No one could touch me. Like, I didn't want to touch myself. I didn't want to be wearing clothes. I didn't want to touch the ground. And everyone just staring at me like, I don't know what to do with you. And if you've never had eczema before, like, it's so easy to think like, okay, like, it's not that bad. Like, your skin's just dried out. I can tell you it is like one of the most excruciating things, and you just want to rip your skin off. So I decided that day that I needed to do something about it. I came across another lady who works for the same company that I do and was blown away. Like, I'm talking girl crush, guys, with this amount of knowledge she has, the information she gave me that truly changed my life. And what she did was she had worked in the pharmaceutical company, and she felt the same as me. Like, drugs cannot be the only solution. So she did all this research, and she really focused on gut health and inflammation. And I've done so much research since then. If you guys want to learn more about it, just feel free to ask me, and I'll share the videos I've made on it and share all the information I've learned. But what it comes down to is what we put into our body is so much more important than weight loss or gain or health problems you have now or down the road. It is so much more than that. Some of the foods we eat are literally causing harm to our body and causing inflammation. And I'm not talking inflammation like when you cut yourself and like your skin gets all like puffy like around your cut. I mean inflammation inside our body, okay? That comes from your gut health, and it can affect things like your skin, so an eczema or psoriasis. It can affect asthma. It can affect heart conditions. It affects your brain, you guys. Like, your gut health affects your brain. Food can worsen or better anxiety and depression and stress. So many things. It's so insane. But a lot of people don't want food to be the answer, so they're not willing to try it. I was at the point where I was desperate, like so desperate. I was willing to try anything. So after, learning all these things from this lady who was just so crucial in changing my outlook on life, I found that gluten and dairy and sugar are the 3 biggest offenders when it comes to inflammation in your body. For some reason, I just had a feeling, and I decided to give up gluten. Within the first couple months, my skin was so much better, like mind-blowingly better. So I was so excited, even though it was hard. Like, I'm a pasta over sweets person any day. It was hard, worth the sacrifice, and now I know that if I choose to have it, like, I know what the outcome's gonna be. So over the past year, I've really been researching more about food, more about all the things that, play a role in our health and affect our body that we never even thought about before. I've been wanting to do this 21-day reset, total detox of your body, for about a year now, and I finally have 21-day chunks where I'm not traveling. You can do it when you're traveling, but I just know me. So I found this 21-day chunk. I said, it's perfect. I'm going to do it. And I'm so excited to start this journey. About 2 weeks ago, I got a food sensitivity test done just because I had been, taking guesses at what was affecting my skin and my stress and all of that. And I wanted confirmation about it. So I took my food sensitivity test. Turns out that gluten's actually a little farther down on my list, and it's yeast. That is my biggest offender out of everything. But I feel like that was a pretty educated guess because pretty much yeast is in everything that gluten's in. So over the next 21 days, I'm doing this detox. It's most similar kind of to an elimination diet, kind of as each week is a phase, and each week you give something else up. So the first week we do have meat, but we're taking out every single thing processed. Second week we do take out all the meat. I'm going one step further. There are recipes for every single meal of every single day and all natural supplements that go with it to really help the detox process. But I'm also going to modify it a little bit and cut out the things that did show up on my food sensitivity test, because I feel that would be more beneficial to me. And I want to make this more than just detoxing my body. I'm going full out detoxing my life, you guys. I'm talking about getting rid of every single thing I don't use or wear or need. I'm not allowed to work out for the next 21 days, so I'm going to work on loving yoga, which is definitely something I struggle with. Most people, it relaxes them. For me, I'm the most uncoordinated person. I can't believe I haven't fallen off this ball yet. And so it stresses me out. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do my 20 to 30 minutes of yoga a day. The book I am reading is called The Happiness Advantage, and it's all about how you can change yourself, your life, and other people with positivity and happiness. So I'll be sharing that as well. I'm so excited about that. And I'm also going to do a 21-day challenge of no complaining. I'm a chronic complainer, you guys, and I'm the first one to admit it. It's something I struggle with, and it's something I also know wastes a lot of my time, a lot of my life, and doesn't put me in the right mindset to be living the happiest, healthiest version of me. So it's definitely something I have recruited my friends and the people who I spend time with to hold me accountable to and help me with. But overall, I'm just so excited for these next 21 days. I am a little nervous. I just came back from an epic work event with my company and went a little crazy. Probably had a lot too much that I shouldn't have, and we didn't sleep a lot, so I used literally double the amount of my pre-workout that I drink as coffee because it's all natural. It's amazing. But there's no caffeine for the next 21 days, so I'm a little worried about the first few days of caffeine withdrawal and kind of flushing everything, all this crap I've been eating for years and months and sneaking in there. Because the detox process can really be exhausting on your body. You can get tired, you can get headaches, you can have trouble sleeping for the first, week. So I'm looking forward to getting past that first week. Hopefully it's not as stressful as I think. I'm so excited to share with you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will make sure to get them answered, or I'll answer them in the next 21 days. I really want to be real and raw and open with you guys and share what I'm struggling with as I go through this process of completely transforming my life to this positive, clean, happy one. So I'll be sharing the good and the bad, and I'm so excited for you guys to be going on this journey with me. And I'm so excited for you guys to see the difference it makes, and I'm hoping you guys are willing to give it a go too. All right, let's do this. Okay, so since we are being real and honest right here, you guys, I used to judge the coffee drinkers, and I would always think you don't need that, and then when they were oh my god, I'm going through withdrawal without it, I literally thought they were full of it. So I'm on day 1 in the afternoon of none of my pre-workout. It's all natural, but it does have green tea as the caffeine in there, and it's about the same as a 1 cup of coffee, but it's the only caffeine I drink ever out of my whole life. And this past weekend I was at the work event and I got no sleep, so I doubled up each serving, sometimes more than once a day. So now going without it, I am like so cranky. I have such a bad headache. I'm hoping this passes soon, and I wanted to apologize to all of those coffee drinkers I secretly judged when you told me how hard it was to quit. It is day 3 and a miracle has happened, you guys. Like, I don't know how, but I'm already over the caffeine withdrawal part of this detox. Like, I woke up this morning, I didn't have a headache. Maybe it helped that I felt so exhausted yesterday that I went to bed at 11 and then woke up at 10 this morning. So I actually feel pretty good today. I just feel more exhausted, like kind of like if you're out walking around in the sun for like a couple hours, like that kind of exhausted. And now I feel like I'm really starting to enter more of like the detox phase. For those of you who don't really know what that's like, if you've never experienced it, like, you guys, we have grown up in this world where like we eat processed crap and sugar all the time, where we're putting things into our body that it doesn't need to function at its best. It doesn't want, and it actually takes away from the energy that we're like capable of having. And so when you go through this detox of getting rid of all that, it's actually kind of stressful on your body. So that's why a lot of people, they'll get migraines, or they'll feel tired, or they won't be able to sleep. The skin is the biggest organ in our body. So for a lot of people, like, those toxins and impurities are trying to get out through the skin, because that makes sense, right? So that's why most people, they'll break out really, really bad when they're going through a detox. For me, my eczema has been so bad. It started about yesterday afternoon, and I just noticed I was getting really itchy and my skin was hurting. I woke up in the middle of the night and like my hands were bleeding because I was itching them in the middle of the night. It's getting really bad on my face. Brings me back to middle school, which is like making me super depressed, but I just know that like I have to push through this, because on the other side of these 21 days, hopefully even in like a week from now, my eczema is going to be the best it's ever been. I'm so excited for that feeling. Like, I know I just have to push through, because it's absolutely going to be worth it to see what my body's capable of, like the energy level and how good I can feel after I commit like 100% these 21 days. Already a seventh of the way there. So excited. And I know that even if it gets to be a struggle, like, my motivation to see what is going to come out and the person that I'm going to be on the other side of this is like going to keep me going no matter what. Okay, so it's day 4 and I've pretty much been like MIA from my life today. I'm very thankful I work from home and that was possible, because I'm on the struggle bus. Like, detox hit me full force. Like, I don't know why you can't tell, but I have zits for like the first time in my life. Like, I was cursed with eczema, but I was like blessed with not acne. I'm currently experiencing that. My eczema is also like really bad. Like, my skin is bleeding. Ugh. I looked it up. It's a thing. It's called the healing crisis, and it's like legit a thing where a lot of things, especially when you detox, tend to get worse before they get better. So just trying to make it through that. The meals so far have been awesome. Like, they are literally as good as they look. I will continue to use all these recipes like way after I finish this program. But you guys, this like detox from sugar and crap and everything I'm used to putting in my body, like, they say that sugar is more addictive than cocaine. Like, I believe it, you guys. Like, right now, all I want is pasta. Like, so bad. It's like in my head and it won't get out. So excited for tomorrow. Hopefully I move past this as fast as I move through my caffeine withdrawal, and hopefully we're soon on to the part where I just don't crave sugar and fruit tastes like candy. Cannot wait for that to happen. Okay, so I agreed to myself that when I started this 21-day journey, it was like gonna be full reset of my life, my mind, my soul, blah, blah, blah. Of course, you know, when you think that, you think yoga. Well, I really hate yoga. Like, for most people, it calms them. For other people, like me, maybe I'm the only one, it like stresses me out because I'm so uncoordinated, you guys. So I tried my beginner yoga. Like, it's only like 25 minutes long, literally for beginners. After like 5 minutes, I was like, no, this is not for me. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna take a picture and pretend that I did yoga, right? I looked at these super cute pictures and I'm like, oh, I can totally do that. You guys, like, this is the first one. And it's like this, something. But like, I don't look centered at all, and she looks so centered. Then the other one is like this. And I'm like, oh, this one's really cool. I could totally do this. Like, no, it like almost looks like the picture, you guys. Like, I think I'm just not coordinated. I'm not flexible enough. But in the spirit of not complaining and trying new things and, you know, really trying to reset my body, I'm going to not give up. It's only day 5. I have till day 21. So I'm going to work on my stretches, and we are going to start there. Okay, so one thing I was really worried about when I was starting this cleanse is that every single meal for all 21 days is different. I'm not a very good cook. I don't like it very much, so I was a little hesitant about it, but it has turned out to be so cool so far. I'm on day 7. I've tried so many new things I never would have tried before. Going into it, I decided that I was going to stick to it to a T, and then I got my food sensitivity test results back. So I wanted to alter it a little bit because it wouldn't be a very good detox if I didn't get rid of the things my body didn't really like. But it's so cool because, one, if you're really busy, there's a reset and a crunch, which allows you to repeat a couple things so that you know, can afford that time of meal prepping and doing the same meals over again versus cooking something different every time. There's also a vegan option. So like when yogurt showed up on mine, I just replaced it with the vegan option. And then the same thing with oats. Like oats showed up on my test, so I just replaced it with the quinoa option instead of the oatmeal option. You guys, this is like my new favorite breakfast. It's quinoa, coconut milk, 100% pure maple syrup, walnuts, pineapple. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat it every day. Like, I love that this has like opened up my mind. It has got me out of my comfort zone. I'm trying new things, and it's so freaking simple. Like, if I can do it, like, you can do it, because I'm not this coordinated when it comes to meal prep and figuring out my food and cooking in general. Okay, so it is day 9. So excited because I'm officially a third of the way done with this cleanse. I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little sluggish the past couple days. I've been drinking my recommended amount of water, which is 80. I've been drinking like 100. But I decided to up it a little bit because water is life. It's basically responsible for flushing everything out of our system, giving us energy. You guys, like, we're 70% water. Like, come on, you need it. So I've been drinking like at least 140 plus the past 2 days. I feel so freaking good. The only problem is that our landlord people, well, they kind of suck, and it's been 6 weeks and they haven't fixed our downstairs toilet. Apparently they didn't get the memo. I'm not supposed to work out on this cleanse, so I'm getting in a little bit of extra workout, running up and down the stairs like 8,000 times a day. Okay, so honestly, I've been wanting to do this reset for like over a year since I heard about it. And I finally was just like, okay, I need to do it. I have this 21-day chunk. I'm gonna do it. I didn't even realize there was a holiday shoved in there. Like, it's just between when I got home from a vacation and when I'm starting a new workout program. And that's the reason that I gave for not doing it any time in the past. Like, I literally had everything I needed for this detox sitting on my counter waiting for me, but I kept saying, oh, I'm traveling, or oh, I have this to do, I have this event, or this is gonna come up and get in the way. Guys, there's always gonna be something. I realized that today. Like, I did not plan my cleanse to be over the 4th of July, which barbecue holidays are the best, obviously, especially if they involve s'mores. I saw Oreo s'more video this morning. Oh man, struggle bus, you guys. And I have been on the struggle bus when Drew is making homemade blueberry waffles with caramelized peaches on top, and then having ice cream and all these other treats. He has strawberry shortcake today. That one is on me. I thought that would be nice for him, but I am struggling and it's hard. But that's the thing, is like, you can make excuses, but there's always going to be something. Like, there's always going to be a reason to say no, or a reason to give up, or a reason to give in. I'm so happy that I'm staying strong. I'm so happy that after all this time I'm wanting to do it, like, I did it. And I'm on day 10. I feel pretty freaking great. I'm almost halfway. So excited about that. And I'm kind of mad I put it off for so long. And I'm glad that it shifted my mindset to know that, like, there's always going to be something else that can get in the way and give you excuses and keep you from your results. And like, you're the only person that can say, F those excuses. I can do it regardless. That's a freaking awesome feeling. I feel it clearly. I feel freaking good, you guys. I'm missing out on barbecue, and I feel freaking good. If you've been thinking about this, seriously, just do it. There's no better time than right freaking now. Okay, so it is the night of the 12th day. I'm so excited to be more than halfway done. I've been feeling pretty good. I honestly kind of like forgot to get distilled water, and then I didn't end up getting it until day 9. And distilled water basically has nothing in it, so it sucks the toxins out of you, so it's really good for detox. So instead of having like severe like detox symptoms at the beginning, I think I had like some pretty big ones at the beginning, and then when I started drinking this distilled water, I had a little more, because I have just been feeling like brain foggy and like off the past couple days, and I am like super stressed out right now. Like, my body feels good, like the inside of my body feels good, and I feel like I'm just like getting rid of years of junk that I have. And now I'm like really stressed out by like my living room and my closet and my bedroom, and I just like want to get rid of every single thing I own that I don't need in my life, and it's like stressing me out that I can't do it all at once. So that's what I'm going to be working on the next couple days, like I agreed to at the beginning. But other than that, honestly, I have been loving this. It's easier than I expected it was going to be. I love the recipes. I love the meals. It's hard to resist what my fiance brings home, and it's hard to resist treats, but honestly, it's not any harder than normal. Like, I struggle to resist them in the first place, so this isn't any different. Still so glad I did this. Cannot wait for 9 more days, 8 more days, however many days I have left. I'm gonna go get cleaning my closet. Okay, so now that I'm in this mode where I just wanna like clean my whole life, I already got rid of 2 bags of clothes, which was hard, but I did that, not looking back. But I also decided to start tackling the yard, which is not a good idea on a detox where you're not supposed to work out. I like am struggling. I'm not supposed to work out, like I said, so I'm a little more exhausted. I haven't been having my snack, which is optional. Today I am definitely doing that. I'm about to chug my shake because I need the energy I know it's going to give me so I can finish bundling all these yard crap up to put out in the trash tomorrow. Alright, can't wait to see how far I get in the next 8 days. Okay, so it is day 15. I have like only 6 full more days left, which I'm so excited about. But I am hardcore on the struggle bus today. Like, I'm driving the struggle bus, you guys. I haven't been sleeping very well. Like, once I fall asleep, it's great. But it's been taking me like an hour or 2 to fall asleep, and I think it's because I'm not tired. Like, you guys, I have so much mental clarity, and I'm literally not tired. Like, my brain does not feel exhausted. I don't feel sleepy at all. So it's been a struggle to fall asleep at night, but my body is like, I could melt in the floor right now. I feel so freaking exhausted. And it's probably because this week is kind of down to fruits and veggies, really fully cleansing my intestines and all of that, whatever it does. And I'm really excited for next week to start reintroducing stuff slowly, because you can't just introduce like grains and proteins and all that right away. Like, your body has gotten adjusted, and you have to do it slowly so you don't feel crappy. And don't gain back all the weight, and don't ruin all the hard work that you just did. So I'm going to jump into my mindful eating, my emotional eating meal plan, which I think is going to be freaking perfect coming off of this. But I'm not going to have salads, because salads aren't my jam. And right now, this is like what I do with my salad every day. I like eat my lettuce, like I grab it and I just like shove it all in my mouth at once and try and like get it over with, and then I dice up all the veggies that are supposed to go on it and eat it like just like a veggie tray, because it's so much more satisfying and it feels like more food and not a salad. Okay, so I'm super proud of myself for sticking with this cleanse. It is day 18. The only adjustments I've made so far are the things that showed up on my food sensitivity test. I've either just not included them, or I just altered it how the guidebook suggested. That's a lie. I left out tomatoes because tomatoes are like the one food I refuse to eat. But yesterday I had an accident and I ate a cup of cherries with my breakfast like I was allowed, and then they were really good, and I ate like 2 cups of them after that. Drew came home and he was like, "Babe, what the heck happened to all the cherries?" I have no idea. But I did go buy him 2 more bags, and they are safely in the trunk and out of my reach. And on a positive, like, fruit tastes so good to me right now. It tastes like dessert, and I am not craving any other dessert at all, which is pretty freaking awesome. So I could have worse problems. Okay, so I just got home from grocery shopping for my last 3 days. So excited. Look at all this good stuff. So far my favorite meals have been, I loved the zucchini cashew soup, so good. I love the Asian stir fry. I really love the kabocha squash with this like tahini garlic miso sauce on it. Oh my gosh, so freaking good. Trying so many new things. I learned I don't like acorn squash. Oh, I really like the miso soup recipe as well. And I like tempeh, apparently. Not as bad as I thought, not what I was expecting at all. So I just love that this is getting me to try new things that I never would have tried before. And honestly, there's so many recipes on here that I know I'm gonna keep using. I still have a couple more I'm excited to try, like the avocado cucumber soup. So I will keep you guys posted on how that is. I'm finally done, and I can honestly say, I'm kind of sad it's over. Like, going into this cleanse, those 3 weeks, I really was worried about being able to stick with it and not messing up, not cheating at all, that the withdrawal was going to be really bad, that I wasn't going to see as good of results as I wanted to. You guys, this changed my life. I know it sounds so corny and so cheesy, but when people ask me, like, oh, like, how was it? Like, all I can think to say is that it was so eye-opening, and they like don't understand, and I don't know how to explain it more. You know, it's like we go through life being told like, oh, you need to exercise, you need to eat healthy, but why? A lot of people just say, oh, so you don't get sick, or oh, so you feel better, or you have more energy, but it's so much more than that. And I read this book alongside of it called Super Life, and it's actually written by the guy who created the Ultimate Reset, which I thought was just so perfect. And it explains everything. It explains why every single part of this detox was included, why all of it's important, what each thing is doing to the inside of our body. So what the supplements are helping our body do, what the foods are, you know, doing for our body, what all the things we cut out were doing to our body. And it totally transformed my thinking. It made me so much more aware and conscious about, you know, what I put into my body and why I don't want to put it in there. Not to say that I'm never gonna eat a big giant bowl of mac and cheese or an entire box of Oreos ever again. But knowing the effect it has, knowing what my body is capable of feeling like having so much energy, not having eczema, being able to sleep better than I've literally slept since high school 10 years ago, you guys. Like, what? Like, I have never been able to fix my sleeping problem. I always wake up a million times. I always have bad dreams. And by the end of this, none of that. I was sleeping, seriously, I was struggling to go to sleep at night because I wasn't tired. Like, it was such an incredible feeling to feel so incredible. And it's so crazy because if you've never felt like this, you don't know that it's possible. So you just think that you're every day, you know, eating what you're used to eating and feeling how you're used to feeling, that's normal, that's just like the best you can feel. And then you experience something like this and you see what is truly capable, and it changes everything, you guys. It's so incredible. I can't stress that enough. Yes, it was challenging. By the end, I realized it wasn't as challenging as I thought, just because, you know, when you start getting results, when you start feeling a certain way, it's so much easier to stick with something. So after the first couple days of caffeine withdrawal and stuff like that, and when my eczema got worse before it got better, like, yeah, that was hard, but I would recommend this to absolutely anybody. I plan to do it once a year from now on, just because it's such a good reset, just such a good, you know, realization of what can happen when you treat your body the way it deserves, when you treat it like an oasis and not a trash can. I'm so mad that I put it off so long, but I'm so thankful I finally did it and had this experience. You guys, if this is something you want to try, just reach out to me. I will give you the tips and tricks that I found helpful to me along my journey, and I will be there for you every step of the way. You guys, I feel awesome, and all I want in life is for you to feel this freaking awesome too. So I would call my Ultimate Reset journey a complete success, and I cannot wait to see where my life goes from here, from everything that I have learned from it. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. If you would love to go on this journey with me, either next time I do it or before then, I would absolutely love to help you through it. All right, bye guys.